Looking for a proper way to clean your motorcycle? Say less. Alright, we want to make sure the bike is on a motorcycle's jack. Reason being is so we can clean off this chain. Get all of the nasty crud, grime, grease on there. Gotta get this chain clean, super duper important. The S100, the combination of the SC1, I guarantee you it's gonna get your bike looking spotless and beautiful. To clean the chain, we've got the chain cleanup, we've got some lube, wax. I would also highly recommend getting one of these. This is gonna be to clean your chain. Amazing little tool right here to get up in those cracks and get all sides of your chain. So highly recommend getting one of these for sure. All right, we're gonna start by getting the whole bike wet. Next is when the magic starts to happen. We're gonna whip out this S100, give this a nice coat, let it sit for about 60 seconds. Make sure you guys read the instructions on here. This can damage your paint if it's on there for too long. So make sure it's on there for 60 seconds. We're gonna spray that on, wash it off. Be right back. Now we're just gonna dry the bike off. Don't want any water stains on there, excess water. Get all of that. One thing to pay attention to is right where your chain is. You're probably gonna have a lot of grease, a lot of buildup right here. So just kind of make sure you take some extra time. Get all of that cleaned up. All right, we should have cleaned the chain before I sprayed the bike with the S100 and dried it off. Note to self, for you watching that, you can thank me later, but we're gonna get into the chain cleaning. We're gonna start with the chain cleaner. This Maxima brand here is probably the most number 1 recommended. I'm not a pro, I'm not an expert. I just go off the reviews and the YouTube videos like this to help me dictate my future. What we're gonna do is we get right up in here, close. And it's hard to do this while filming, but essentially what we want to do is give it some nice love. And just spray that. So with this brush I told you about, see how it can kind of clean off different angles. Put the brush right on there and just give it some nice scrubbing. This pointy part is really good for cleaning out your sprocket here, which I like to use. Just go ahead, spray your chain, rotate it, spray, scrub, repeat the process. We'll go to the next part. I'm gonna be using the multi-purpose penetrant lube, step 2 of this. You don't want to use too much, but go ahead, put a nice little coat on your chain. And it's kind of hard to do this while recording, but essentially with the lube, you want to do the same thing as you're rotating your wheel. Go ahead and just spray a light coat right on the chain, and we're gonna let that sit for, I think 15-20 minutes or so before we go on to the next part. This is where the magic happens, everyone. With the SC1, this is gonna be your gloss spray. After the bike is dry, after you've washed it, scrubbed all the gunk, the grime, go ahead, hit it with the SC1. Like I said, make sure you guys read the instructions on this. Let it sit for 60 seconds, wipe it. Whatever this thing touches is gonna look brand new. Let's find out. I'm telling you guys, the SC1 is the way to go. You can already see the reflection. And just like that, guys, our baby's looking pretty.